Good morning. Happy rainy Friday. What a great rain it was last night. All for all the trees and plants. And I think we have a little bit more rain today, and then it's going to clear because I'm going for a bike ride this afternoon. So today is Pilates Stretch Day. So yeah, you might need a band. You may want a band for our glute bridges later, okay? All right. Whoopsie. Let's get started. Warm up. Nice big arm circles all the way up and around. Nice big deep breath in and out for three. And let's go the other way. Three, two, and one, and the other way. Boy, Monday's workout. Oh, just turn that off. Monday's workout. Could I ever feel that this week? All right. And just going to let JoJo in. There we go. All right, and let's go the other way for three, two, and one. Yeah, did I ever feel my glutes and legs? All right, we're reaching from wall to wall. Relax those shoulders down. Rib cage is up. Core is engaged. Reach, 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 and let's come across for one. Squeeze in the back. Two. Your shoulders are down. Three and four. So the reason why I tell you cues about shoulders being down and back and rib cage up is because I'm doing it myself. If I find my shoulders up or one, I'm going to repeat that to you just as a cue. All right, big shoulder rolls up and around. It always helps because you don't, you're thinking about everything else. And up. Let's reach high up to the sky. Start to sway nice and slowly. And then gradually getting bigger. Pushing that rib cage. Big, 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 big. Stretch and stretch. And nice and tall. Reach for the sky. Reach, 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 be nice and tall. And let's do our 6 full body squats coming down those side walls, reaching, booty goes back. Nice big breath in and out. Fill those lungs. Empty those lungs. Two more. Squeeze. One more. And all the way up and coming all the way down. All right. Let's do hip rolls. One, two, three, and the other way. Three, two, and one, and the other leg. And the other way. Three, two, one. All right, and let's go up on our tippy toes. All right, do a pirouette. Walk down the runway like Barbie and backwards. Nice and tall. And let's walk back and down. And let's roll that right foot. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Other way. All right, go on the outside of that foot. And on the inside. Up on those toes. Scrunch across those toes. All right, push that arch forward. Bring the foot down, flat-footed, and fasciitis stretch. So bring that arch up. Scrunch that carpet between your toes. Pull it towards your heel. And shake it out. All right, other foot. Rolling, rolling. And the other way. And on the outside. And on the inside. My ankle's supposed to have been tight because this is feeling really good. All right, and up on your toes, rolling across your toes and pushing that arch forward. And fasciitis stretch, grab that carpet and bring it in with those toes. Arch comes up. If you can keep that arch up and just wiggle your toes. And give it a little shake. Right, and just jump it up and down. Up some air out. All right, let's just give a nice little pat all the way up our left leg and right leg. Up your back. Let's move those organs around. Get that fascia all moving around. All right, up your arm and the other arm. Backs. Down your neck. Cross your face. And let's get right behind that neck, underneath that your skull there. Right, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Breathe in and out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, let's shift our eyes to the right. Keep wiggling to the left, to the right, to the left, to the sky, to the earth, to the sky. Circle those eyes the other way, and down and take it all out. All right. All right, let's do step 1, 2, starting with your right leg. Right, left kick, right, left extend, and move those arms. Getting the heart rate up that fit and still stretching out. Big arm movements. Your head's being pulled up to the sky, so you're nice and tall, and your rib cage is up. One more. And the other side. Left, right, kick, left, right, extend. Kick it. All right, one more. Kick and extend. All right, side lunge crunch. So standing up, someone must be in trouble upstairs. Oh no, they're all here. All right, side lunge crunch. Move it. Okay, so side lunge, we're going to stay in side lunge for a second. Just letting those ligaments and tendons and muscles stretch out for a second. Breathe. All right. We're going to go up, knee to elbow. 1, 2, keeping that core engaged. 3, 4, booty goes back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's do the other side, staying on this other side. letting everything stretch out. Try to have that outer foot flat on the floor. All right, coming up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Come on, Tessa. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You don't need in there. All right, let's go up and down. We're going to do squats. All right, so standing up, palms are facing forward. Relax those shoulders down. Rib cage is up. Core is engaged. We're going to go up and down. So all the way down, push that booty way back and up, squeezing those glutes. Ready? Let's do 10. 9. Go as low as you can, nice and slowly. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze those glutes at the top. And 8. And 9. And 10. All right, we're going to stay down there. We're going to pulse it up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. We're going to start going up nice and slowly for the count of 6. All right, so as you're starting to come up, I want you to tilt your pelvis. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's do 4 up and down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's step all the way back to the end of your mat. Let's reach all the way up to the sky. I'm just going to move my mat a bit here. There we go. Reaching nice and high. Let's come down into cactus, bringing those elbows down to your side. Come all the way back up. And again, cactus it out, squeezing those shoulder blades together. One more time. Up. Have those biceps right by your ears. And then turn them outways and squeezing those shoulder blades together. All the way up. And let's come all the way down to ragdoll. Coming down those side walls. Down to ragdoll. And I'm going to need you to just pulse those feet out. Belly being pulled up to the sky. When you're ready, bring those heels down, just collapsing down. Nice big deep breath in and out. Move that neck around in a circle. Other way. Let's take that right hand all the way up to the sky. Take a look at it and bring it back down. Other arm all the way up. Belly still pulled into your back. Bring it back down. All right, we're going to roll up our center of our spine. So you're going to pulse up and down, finding the lowest vertebrae. Your arms are like spaghetti. Okay, we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Find that lowest vertebrae and work it all the way up. Belly in, chin to chest. And roll those shoulders back. Up to the sky, reach for those opposite walls and come all the way back down. Soften in the knees. This time your right hand is longer than your left. We're going to roll up the left side of the spine, pulse it out. Weight is distributed evenly over both feet, even though your shoulders are not even. Roll up that left side, opening up those vertebrae. And roll those shoulders back and up and down again. This time your left arm longer than your right. Pulse it. Trying to find that lowest vertebrae on the right side. And your weight is distributed evenly. It's hard, but you can do it. Just think of those vertebrae, feel them opening up and back, all the way up and back down again. And we're walking our hands out to downward dog. And again, pulse those feet out again. Big breaths in and out. Nice and controlled. All right, let's push away from those hands, up on those knuckle pads, pushing your chest towards those knees. Belly and hips being pulled up to the sky. Let's sway it side to side. Slowly, because it's a big stretch, I find. Pushing your chest towards your knees, your hips and belly being pulled up to the sky and swaying side to side. Huge, huge, huge stretch. Awesome. All right, let's bring this right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee and look underneath your right arm. Reaching that back leg to the back wall. Stretch it out. And let's bring it into our chest for 4. 1. All the way up to the sky. 2. 3. Belly to your back. And 4. And bring it all the way through to your right thumb. Low lunge. Right, and let's bring this right arm all the way up to the sky. Look at those fingers. Bring it back down. Switch legs. You're in high plank, belly to your back. Switch the other leg up. Let gravity work. Let those hips drop. And then bring this left arm up. You're opening up your chest. Down and switch again. Right leg up. Right arm up. All right, we're going to bring both hands in front of that right foot. Magnetize those palms together. Power up to high lunge. Belly to your back. Biceps, try to have them by your ears. Try to keep those arms straight. Reaching for the sky. Up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. All right, let's bring those arms, reaching for those opposite walls, all the way down. And let's come to the inside of that right foot. Drop that left leg. We're going into pigeon, so wiggle this right foot out to the edge of the mat, on the edge of your foot. Open up that hip. Just put a little pressure on this right leg on the inside. And then bring your palm to the outside of that knee. Push your knee into palm and bring that leg in. Bring it back out. Resist bringing it in, pushing the knee to your palm as you bring that knee in and out. You're really working on that hip here. Out. In. Awesome stuff. Leave it out there and let's go down to pigeon. So you can stay here or you can go down on your forearms and want you to breathe in and out. All right, I'm coming back up on my hands. I'm going to bend my right leg You can leave it like that, feel the stretch in your quad, or you can reach back and add, if you don't get a cramp, add a little bit more of a stretch here. Getting the hammy stretch, cramp. Bring it back down. Wiggle that foot into the center and go up onto your heel. Right, toes pointing up, your right toes pointing up to the ceiling. Take a look. Have your left hip above that left knee. Okay, you're going to push your booty back. Keeping that hip over your left knee, booty back, and then lengthen down to that leg and reach that left arm out in front as well. Then breathe. Booty back, chest comes down. And come all the way back. Let's bring both hands down to the mat. We're going into high plank. Push those shoulders back into their sockets, belly to your back. For 10, 9, 8, lengthen from wall to wall. Lengthen that torso. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can drop your knees. Let's go down to chaturanga. You don't have, if you want to go all the way down to chaturanga, you can. All right, let's push your chest up. Relax those hips and squeeze those shoulders together. Come back down. And let's do that again. Push your chest up. Relax those hips. Squeeze those shoulder blades and all the way back down. Pushing up to high plank, to downward dog. And let's just push away from those hands, up on those knuckle pads. Going up on your knuckle pads, it lengthens your wrists, so your wrists are in line with your arm. Whereas if you're down on your palms, I find it harder on my wrists. So I go up on my knuckle pads, push your chest towards your knees, belly up to the sky, and let's sway it side to side again. Big press in and out, nice and slowly. And let's bring this left leg up high behind you, 3 kicks. Bend that knee and look underneath your left arm, pushing your chest towards your knee still. Up and into your chest for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it all the way through to your left thumb. Low lunge. Staying here for a second. Breathe. And bring that right arm all the way up. Look at those fingers way up there. And down. Switch legs. And left arm up. And switch arms, legs again. Let gravity work. Let your hips sink. And then bring that arm up. Back down. And we're going to high lunge. So bring those hands in front of that left foot. Power up. Keep those hands magnetized. Belly to your back. Reach for the sky. Your head's being pulled up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Let's bring those arms. Reach for those walls all the way down to the inside of that left foot. Right. Drop that leg, shoelace to the mat. And let's wiggle this left foot out to the edge and on the edge of your foot. Okay, we're going to open and close that hip. So put a little pressure on with that palm, and then bring your palm to the outside of that knee. Push the knee to palm, and then bring that leg in and out. We're flossing here, right? We're not holding, we're just moving. Knee to palm, and bring that knee in and out. Going down to lizard. I'm going down on my forearms. All right, come back up. Bring this foot to the center, up on your heel. Okay, take a look at your right hip. Is it over top of the right knee? Okay, push your booty back, reaching that right arm out in front. Booty back first, and then bring your chest down and breathe. Pushing booty back, chest down. Feel the lengthening of the back of your leg. Awesome stuff. Come back up and let's go into high plank. Oh, I forgot. Can we go back? Okay, we're back to low lunge. Let's bend this right leg. Got to do a quad stretch here. I always forget this one. All right, so if you can, grab your foot and just pull it towards your butt a little. Letting gravity work, right? All right, now we can go back up to high plank, bringing that left foot back, belly to your back, strong plank, belly in, shoulders are pushed back, looking straight down, lengthen that torso, and let's do a plank twist to the right, plank twist to the left, down to chaturanga, all the way down to the mat. Let's push our chest up. Squeeze those shoulder blades, coming all the way back down. And let's push up to high plank to downward dog. Push away from those hands. And walk those hands all the way back to your feet. Soft bend in those knees and roll all the way up. Rolling those shoulders back. And let's get right into snowbirds from here. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee. It's Friday. All right. Knee down, leg out to the side. Okay, coming from your hip. Okay, not forward, not backwards, directly from your hip. Shoulders are back, so your palms are facing forward. Core is engaged, rib cage is up. Reach those arms from wall to wall. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let's bring this left wing down and up a centimeter and come across to your nose and back for 6, 5, 4, 3. Get that rib cage off your hip bones. 2 and 1. And let's touch down. Come all the way up. We're going to stay here for a second. So reach down your leg. Your belly's into your back. Bring that arm way up high. All right. 6 wing dips. 1. Keeping that rib cage up, belly in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that arm comes down. Your right hand comes onto your hip. Lift this leg up, toe pointing down. That leg's getting heavy. Let's bring it up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe tap, heel tap. Toe in the front of the mat, heel in the back, closing the hip, opening the hip. Come on, roll that hip over and roll that hip open. Awesome. Reach wall to wall with those limbs. Reach, reach, reach. Come on. And bring that knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's come all the way up to the other side. Leg comes out. Bring the outer foot flat to the floor. Roll those shoulders back. Arms come up. Rib cages up and bellies in. Down, up a centimeter, and come to your nose and back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wing dips, touchdown. Come all the way up. Staying here. Look at those fingers way up there. All right, here we go. 6, 5. Keep that rib cage up and belly in. 4, 3. Your hips aren't moving, it's your upper body. 2, and 1. Bring that arm down. Left leg is up. Toe pointing down. All right, up and down. 1, 2. Don't go fast with this. 3. We're working the outside of the hip here. 4, 5. This one feels so much easier than my other leg. 6, 7, and 8. Toe tap. Open the hip. Close the hip. Open. Feel that with your hand. Open that hip. Close it. Really exaggerate it. That's it. Lengthen and crunch. 1. Come on, crunch that nut into your belly. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And come all the way up to tabletop. Okay. All right, so your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are hip width apart and underneath your hips. Right? Belly to your back. 3 clicks of the heel. And make a wish for today. All right. Going up to bird dog. Right arm, left leg, toe pointing down. Reach for those opposite walls. And breathe. 5 breaths. All right, let's slide those legs out to the side for 6, 5, 4, belly in, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that hand down. All right, and rainbow tap. So tap on the left side of that mat. Bring it all the way over to the other side. Look at your toes and back for 1. So you're wagging your tail. 2, 3, and 4. We're only doing 4. All right. And then we're going to extend that right arm again. So your left leg and right arm extended, and we're going to crunch for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lengthen. All right, we're going right up to the other side. So left arm, give that arm shoulder a little shakeroo. Left arm, right leg, toe pointing down. Your left hip is above your left knee. Lengthen, belly to your back. And we're holding. Okay, let's slide out to the side. 6, belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that hand down for rainbow taps. 1, belly in. 2, follow that foot. 3, and 4, and extend that leg and arm again for 6 crunches, bringing it in. 1, 2, belly to your back. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and lengthen. And let's go right down to child's pose from here. Sit down on those feet, slide those hands out, bringing your forehead down to the mat and just kind of roll side to side and breathe. Awesome. Let's walk those hands over to the right, left cheek off the left heel. Big breath in and out. Walk those hands all the way over to the other side. Right cheek off the right heel. Breathe. Come back to center. Drag those hands down the mat toward your knees as your belly coming into your back. You're going to roll up and bring those hands up your quads. Roll those shoulders back. And let's just sit down onto our mats. Your legs out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall. Give those legs a nice shakeroo as we start to open them up. All right, get up there in those sit bones. Toes are pointing up to the sky. All right, you're on your sit bones. Roll those shoulders back. Your head's being pulled up to the sky. Nice big deep breath in and out. Hold that core engaged. Bring those hands out in front. Push those shoulders back. Taking this right hand, swipe it all the way back. Palm goes up in the back. Your left hand's pointing towards that right foot. Try to have your arms straight and you're sitting up tall so far. Now you're going to start reaching down. Lengthen those arms. Breathe. Staying here. I want you to breathe in and out again. Then come directly back up and we're going to swipe across to the other side. Again, try to have those arms. Okay, you're at the other side. You're going to start coming down. Breathing. Nice, easy, controlled breaths in and out. As you're coming down, you're sinking further with every breath out. And come all the way back up. And this time we're going to go a little faster. Down with a big breath out. Back up and come across to the other side again. Breathe out. Back up. Walking your hands out in front. Looking straight down. Breathe. Breathe again. And walk those hands all the way back. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring those legs in a tiny little bit. All right. And bring that right leg into your inner left leg. Letting this leg flop out. Hope you can see me. All right. So sitting tall on your sit bones, right? I don't want you leaning. I want you nice and tall, right? So you may have your left hand back for support. I want you to just open up this leg. Just by breathing, just have your hand on top and just breathe in and out. Get that head pulled up to the sky. One more breath in and out. There, I'm all the way down. It's a little tight. It's really tight. Awesome. All right, bring that leg up a little bit, and we're going to do 3 crazies from here. So swing it all the way around. Oh, nice big back arch. Two. And 3. And let's just switch legs from here, bringing that left leg in. Right. Sitting tall. Okay, put that hand on that leg. Just for a little bit of weight. And with your breath work, sitting tall. Open up that hip. Head's being pulled up to the sky. Try to have that right toe pointing up there too. You can move your upper body a little bit, but I want you to still be sitting tall, belly in, and breathing. Awesome. Three crazies. 1, 2, and 3. Good stuff. All right. Let's get into plank position from here. All right, so your hands are over top of your shoulders, your hands are underneath your shoulders. There we go. Lengthen your torso, belly to your back. We're going to do 4 4 Spider-Man for knee to elbow, knee to elbow. That's 1, 2, belly in, 3, and 4. 4 knee drops. So drop your right knee, bring it back up. Left knee, bring it back up. Belly to your back. That's 1, 2. Don't forget to breathe. 3, and 4. And let's just bring this right leg out to the side for 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other side. 1. Breathe. 3, and 4. Drop those knees down to child's pose. Let's bring those hands all the way, slide them across the floor, all the way back to behind your back. Bring and twine those fingers, and let's just bring them up to the sky. Breathing out as you bring them up. And bring them all the way back down. Bring them back out in front of you. Roll side to side. And let's slide those arms all the way down the mat, up your quads. Roll those shoulders back. And let's sit down on our mats with our legs extended out in front of us. Hands sitting up nice and tall. Hands come up to your ears. Your belly's to your back. We're going to do a nice forward fold. So let's walk down the ceiling, down the wall. Start looking at your legs now. Breath in and out. Breathe in and out. And just relax down there. Massage your calf or your feet, whatever you can reach for. And breathe. It's just crazy. All right. Poke and prod. And breathe. Tap the top of those toes. And let's just roll all the way back up to sitting nice and tall. Bringing those hands out in front of you. Push those shoulders back and down. Heads up to the ceiling. Sitting nice and tall. And let's roll down. 45. Keeping the belly to your back. Let's bring this right arm back and forth for 4. 3, follow with your eyes. 2 and 1. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands come up to the sky, so your biceps are by your ears. All right, kind of looking where the wall and the ceiling meet. And let's bring those arms down and back up. For 1, so you're keeping your spine, your neck and your spine sort of in line. 2, belly in, and 1. And let's reach for our toes. Back up. And we're going to roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way down. And let's extend those arms and legs, reaching for those opposite walls. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Let's bring those arms around. Try to have those arms sliding across the floor. And let's give those legs a nice hug and roll side to side. And then bring those feet down to the mat. Okay, we're going to do some bridge work. So fingertips to heels. All right. We're going to just do a nice little pelvis roll up. All right, so we're going to pick that blueberry up off the mat with your cheeks. We're going to tilt our pelvis and we're going to roll up our back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Push the belly to the mat. Come all the way up as high as you can. You still have that blueberry. And let's roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. So you really have to push that belly to the mat and release that pelvis. Let's do that again. Pick the blueberry up. Tilt that pelvis. We're going to roll up the spine, really push that belly to the mat. Focus on those vertebrae. Come all the way up nice and high. Let's clasp those hands underneath you, rolling higher up on those shoulders. Pushing those hips up high. You still have that blueberry. Release those hands, and we're going to roll all the way back down. And release that blueberry. All right, we're going to do 6 glute bridges up and down. All right, so let's go all the way up. Squeeze those glutes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Stay up there. Open those legs and close those legs. Closing from the outside of your legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's put it all together. Down, up, open, close. 1, 2, squeezing those glutes. 3, open those legs and close them from the outside of those legs. 4, 5, 6, we're doing 8, 7, and 8. And bring it all the way down. And let's just hug those knees and roll side to side. All right, let's extend those arms and legs. We're going to do some scissor work from here. So clasp those hands together over your head. Reach from wall to wall. Now push that belly to the mat. Roll those hips towards your belly button. So your abs are contracted right now. We're going to take both hands to your right foot over top of your hips. So reach up. 1. I want you to lengthen those limbs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right arm to T, left arm to right leg. 1, 2, 3. Really try to lengthen. Roll those hips toward your belly button. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Both hands together overhead again. Let's reset. All right, so lengthen. Belly to the mat. Roll those hips. Both hands to your left foot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left hand to T, right arm, left leg. Roll those hips towards your belly button. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Belly to your mat. You lengthen and you crunch it. And 8. All right, bring both feet up above your hips and just relax your arms. Right, we're going to open up those legs. Roll those ankles around, roll them around the other way, bend those legs, and then straighten those legs. All right, we're going to do crisscross, applesauce, and pulse through for 4. All right. So crisscross, open, pulse through for 1, 2, 3, 4, crisscross, open and pulse. 2, 3, 4, crisscross, pulse, crisscross, pulse. One more. Crisscross. And then bring those knees into your chest. Whoo! Awesome stuff. Okay, let's roll, lengthen out again. Then we're going to roll over onto our bellies. Try to roll over, not using your hands or feet, right? So roll over, and we're going to do 3 Supermans. 1, holding for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and down. Looking straight down at the mat. Up, 2, 3, and down. And up. 1, 2, 3, and down. And this time we're going to go up and hold it. So go up. And let's bring those elbows back to your side and then dive in for 1, 2, belly to your back, 3, and 4, and stay there, reaching, Superman. Let's do flutter kicks. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and down. Right, let's go up, back up to child's pose. Lengthen those arms out. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let's walk those hands over to the right. Big breath in and out for 2. Walk those hands all the way over to the other side. Same thing, 2 breaths. Back to child's pose. Drag those hands down the mat toward your knees, up your quads, roll those shoulders back. And let's sit down on our mats. Sitting cross-legged from here. Open up those legs. Switch legs. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take this left arm over top of that right knee, and your head, top of your head's being pulled up to the sky. Twist, turn, look backwards, and breathe for 2. Nice big deep breath in and out, relaxing those legs. And come all the way across to the other side again. Head's being pulled up. You're sitting so tall. And breathe. Relaxing those legs. Come back to center. And let's bring those soles of your feet together. Bring them into your body and open up. Nicely done. And let's just do a couple knee taps, pushing your hip flexor forward. And come down lengthwise onto your mat. And let's just roll all the way down to your mat. Bring your feet in, your arms into T. We're just going to do a nice supine twist. So put your hand on your knees and look to the opposite direction and breathe for 2. Maybe 3, feels good. Bring those knees back to center and go to the other side. Looking to the other side. Try to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. Back to center and give those knees a nice hug. And we're going to do 3 rock and rolls to ragdoll. 1, 2, and 3. Pop it up. And let's go into ragdoll. Hanging here, fold those arms, move that neck around in a circle as you're just staying here. Move it around the other way. Nice big deep breath in and out. All right, let's give those legs a nice big hug. And say thank you, legs, for everything that you do. Helping me walk, run, and play. We'll bring those arms back down. We're going to do a nice vertebrae roll up. So arms are spaghetti. Pulse it, finding that lowest vertebrae, and roll her all the way up. And roll those shoulders back. High fives, and let's shake it out. And believe it or not, it's the long weekend this week. So everyone have a great long weekend.